So I'm doing a midweek reading. I thought I'd just do it live to film it because unfortunately I don't have too much memory on my phone. So I usually film on my phone, but you can see the face to the hands and stuff in the videos. Welcome, welcome. So we're gonna start to do the midweek reading. So before I say any of that, if you like the way I read and this video and the weekly messages, please hit like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to keep up with new uploads. Your likes, your subscribing, your commenting helps my channel. This is how algorithm works on YouTube and pretty much any platform now. So if you engage with me and you like my content, you like to see more, please again engage with my channel, like my videos, subscribe, and if you really want to comment about something, I'll be more than happy to hear from you. I usually comment back. And I also do have Reiki videos on my playlist, and I also have pick-a cards. And very soon I'm gonna have a pick-a card coming up this week, August pick-a card. I filmed it already. I'm just trying to finalize it and upload it. So stay tuned for that this week. And also very soon I will be starting my chakra Reiki series. So that is, I will be doing a chakra each video, and that includes also, excuse me, the earth star chakra and the eighth chakra. If you hear background noises, I apologize. I live in a building. It's unavoidable. I am literally where the front door is, so you can hear the clinks and the clings. So please ignore that. But I hope you are having a good day. I hope this week went well. I hope the Lionsgate portal went well for you. It just happened yesterday, and I had a couple of people come on to my Reiki private event, and that was to channel in the Lionsgate portal energy and kind of channel into you and allow you to receive all the abundance wise. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm feeling really good, especially from last night's Reiki session, and I really want to start this midweek reading. I think it's a perfect time. So let's see. The decks that I chose for today, I was feeling called for something a little bit more Halloween-y. I love Halloween, my favorite holiday. So I was feeling called to use my Nightmare Before Christmas deck. That's a deck I love, and I tend to use it more towards the fall time or when I'm in the mood, like today. So we're gonna tap in and see. But before that, before we do anything, we're gonna cleanse your energy. I like cleansing people's energies and getting you right. So maybe whatever time you're listening to this, if you're feeling a little wonky, I'm gonna do a little cleansing to help you align yourself and also to receive these messages in good faith and good energy. So I have my selenite wand, so I'm gonna cleanse you. And selenite is a really good crystal to cleanse and revitalize energy. So if you ever feel wonky and you're a crystal person, you love crystals, you know about selenite. And it also recharges other crystals as well. So let me cleanse you. And now we're gonna do some Palo Santo, my favorite thing to use to cleanse in general energy around me. So I'm just gonna light this up. All right, let's cleanse you. And don't forget to drink water, take your vitamins, sleep at a decent hour so you can get your rest. Just little reminders. Oh, that cleanses deck as well. I like to cleanse my decks. For any readers or anyone, fellow readers, always cleanse your deck after and before readings. However way you choose to, people cleanse their decks differently. Some knock on them. I knock on them as well. I do like double cleanse. So I'm going to call upon my guides, help me be a clear channel for messages. And as you know, I channel while I read the cards. So let me be a clear channel for the collective and give them messages to help serve their highest and greatest good and help them continue on their week happily, in peace, and in gratitude. So we're just gonna pull some cards and see what is going on collectively in the week. Oh, and also before I do that as well, I have my oracle deck. I've been feeling, again, I feel called to do everything. Everything's intuitive. So you kind of know when I'm feeling something, it's because it's an intuitive thing. We're gonna use the Work Your Light oracle deck for oracle messages as well. And one thing you must know about me is I burp a lot, silently of course, but I tend to burp a lot when I read and channel. It's just, I think it's like that way of releasing energy for me. I do that often, so if you hear me burping, I apologize. So I'm going to cleanse this deck as well. Alright, and of course I'm going to knock on this deck. Alright, I'm going to leave that there and put my selenite wand on top of it. So we're just going to tap in and see. I wish my camera could work better where you can see like the table, but I'm not that far. So you're just going to hear the sounds of me shuffling. So I hope everyone's having a good week and day. I don't know why I'm here feeling called to tell some of you, if you're feeling triggered, try to get off of social media or not watch the news. I think it's a triggering time for some people, and I think it is associated with external stimuli that may be overstimulating you already. You may be feeling anxious just in general, collectively, energetically. And if social media doesn't soothe you or make you feel good, I highly recommend not being on it as much. Minimize your time, especially for those who are feeling super anxious. If something's giving you anxiety and fear or doubt or whatever, limit your exposure to that. It will help you kind of get through the week with more ease and calm. That's what I'm hearing for some of you. Whoa. So we got here 2 cards that flipped out. The first card is the X of Potions. So that's the 10 of Cups, which is the first card. The second card is, I think this is called the, I am not good with numerals, but this is, I think, the Eight of Swords and the Death card. So here we go. This is an interesting amount of cards for this collective week, well, midweek. And then we have here the Four of Swords. Interesting information. So we're just gonna dive in to the energy and the vibes. So yeah, this is the eight of Swords. So needles in this deck is swords, potions is cups, and then the other ones you'll see are different suits. So right here, the first card, the energy of this week is the 10 of Cups. So this is talking about seeking happiness and fulfillment. So this is our goal this week for a lot of us, this midweek to the weekend. A lot of us are trying to find our happiness or stepping more into what makes us happy and fulfilled. So that's an objective for a lot of us, especially like I mentioned, some of you may be feeling anxious, and I gave the little advice to minimize your exposure to stimuli that induces that the anxiety and fear more, because we want to step into more the 10 of Cups. So that's a general like feeling a lot of us want. We want the 10 of Cups. We want to feel fulfilled. We want to feel more in the sense of calm, peace, and gratitude. And there's things we can do to get here. I think we're all pretty much there. We just have to step into that energy and let go of what doesn't serve us. And this week I'm hearing you will know more and more as the ending of this week what truly makes you happy and what brings you peace. And once you start to be more aware of that, this is where this undenying truth comes out and says, all right, I cannot hide anymore. I know what makes me happy, and I have to now initiate action to do that. So some of you are coming to terms with what will truly seek happiness. But I feel like for some of you is exiting a situation that doesn't serve you, or stopping something, like stop doing a habit, a pattern, maybe even stop doing a certain career path, or just making the same old patterns and actions that don't bring happiness. Like I mentioned, for some of you like to watch the news and TikTok and all these other social media platforms, but if it's in creating, inducing fear and doubt, how is it serving you? What is it really doing? What are you doing to yourself? And if you know something doesn't make you happy, why do you continue to expose yourself to it? That's the question. That's what we're starting to realize. And that's what we're starting to understand. Okay, this doesn't make me happy. How can I move away from this? What can I do to bring more happiness into my life? And for some of you, that may be removing yourself from that person, situation, stimulus, or whatever, or putting down your boundaries, reinforcing your wants and needs, and not letting the latter take over. Okay, so that's what I'm hearing. The reason I also say these things is because we have here the Eight of Swords. So that tells me a lot of us are feeling trapped emotionally, or, well, especially emotionally, but we're feeling trapped. We're feeling like, oh my God, things will never get better. But that's a lie. Things are within our reach. We just have to find ways and avenues that work for us that will bring more this Ten of Cups. There's a way around it. And the way around it is the Death card. We have to let go of shit. Like I mentioned, this is coming to terms with what we have to let go. So the ending of this week, a lot of us will see clearly more and more as the days go by of what's keeping us trapped. And a lot of it is what we allow and how to attain this Ten of Cups. We will know. We will know what to do. We will know. It will be clear in our eyes. Now, whether you choose to act upon it or not, that is your choice. But when you choose to do the latter, you do the thing that doesn't work for you, you can't help the consequences that happen after. So therefore, your input, your conscious decisions really does have effects. And this is where we can't deny, we can't blame on the external anymore. We have to look internally, and we have to basically take accountability for our actions, our role in the situation, and how we can use our power to call it back and change it. And that means letting go of old excuses, old situations, even the past feelings. Stop using it as clutches to continue the cycle of the Eight of Swords, the cycle of being trapped. We are not trapped. We have the knowledge and the power. Things are becoming more clear, and we're seeing that. And with that knowledge that we have, we can utilize this information to free ourselves. Okay? The choice is yours. You're the one who controls your life. You're the one who controls your decision. Okay, so this is where you can't blame the past anymore. You really can't. You can't blame past situations anymore. You can't blame people anymore. This is where we are taking full accountability energetically as a collective of our role in the whole dynamic, and how we're utilizing our role and knowing the power in our role and using that information to change the outcome, to see a better outcome, to see a better road, a path in front of us. But we have to remove the blindfolds and stop saying why us, and say, how can we overcome? What can we do? How can I change the outcome? And you can. Okay, so again, this knowledge of us and our role and our power will become more clear. We'll know what to do over time. From the midweek to the end, it will become a lot more clear. Maybe even in the next weeks, it will become more clear to us. The more we see on how unhappy we are, the more we see that this is within our reach. This is information that's coming to us. I'm hearing some of it's being downloaded to us. Excuse me. I feel like the Lionsgate portal gave us an opportunity to see the truth, to remove the blockages. But we have to make that initiative as a collective to remove them. So this is what this Death card is talking about. Letting go of the old. Okay, so stepping into this divine feminine energy with the moon, digging deep within ourselves and uncovering what are our blockages, what are we allowing us to like hinder us in our progress, what is going on, how can we work around it, how can we approach it emotionally. Okay, certain situations we can't avoid, but we can control our behavior, we can control how we think, we can control how we act. So that is powerful as well. But I'm hearing this is going to be something that's happening now until the end of this week. The clarity of a lot of things, the depth, the release that we have to do collectively as a whole. And I think with all this information and all of what I said, there is a necessary rest that we have to do. So we have to sit with these emotions, sit with these feelings. Don't let it go in the back burner. This is something we need to sit and rest with. We have to allow it to sit in with us. We have to allow this reality to sink. We have to allow this knowledge to sink in us, so it could really deeply tell us and ingrain us with the energy and the motivation to make the necessary moves that we need to move on forward. So a lot of us may be feeling a little tired by the end of the week, and I would say take more rest, apply more balance in your life. If you're overworking yourself, try to take a day off, or at least incorporate a day for you, catching up on sleep, doing whatever it is that will rest and allow your mind to rest. I think we're receiving a lot of information, and some of it could be a little intense, especially when some of us are coming from a place of the Eight of Swords, feeling trapped, feeling overwhelmed. So take a rest, allow yourself to rest. And if any thoughts come through, I feel like these thoughts are going to help you bring in this 10 of Cups, more fulfillment. So these thoughts are going to help fulfill you. And I think a lot of it is also just learning to rest, learning to mentally rest your mind. Especially when we're overcome with overwhelming emotions, it's hard for us to lay those emotions to rest, to take a break mentally, emotionally. So we have to start incorporating that more. And that could be just doing things that kind of allows you to kind of lay those emotions in the back burner for a bit, or put things aside and just focus on the moment. So for example, exercising, meditating, doing activities that bring you peace, that allows you to kind of slip in the world of just relaxation and de-stressing. Whatever that is, do it more this week. I think it's going to help aid us with the information and knowledge that we're being aware of, that's being shown to us universally, collectively. And I think when we're in a state of peace and relaxation, we're able to take this death moment with more ease. And let go with more ease with this Eight of Swords, and then embrace more of this 10 of Cups. So let's see what oracle messages we're having for this week. All right, see here, Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? So this card is definitely a confirmation of taking care of oneself. It kind of confirms this Four of Swords, because Four of Swords means resting, mentally resting. And how we can mother ourselves is how can we nurture ourselves? How can we show up for ourselves? And that means requiring more nurturing, compassion and love, but also taking care of ourselves. How can you take care of yourself this week through all these things, to all these changes that are happening collectively? So like I mentioned earlier, for some of you, maybe being less on social media and being out in nature, hanging out with your friends and family, that could be something that is powerful for you. This could help nurture you and rejuvenate you in this process of change and transformation collectively. Or that means just having a day, just doing the things you really like, watching your favorite shows, having your favorite meal, having a coffee and a tea in the morning, reading your favorite book, or just being out in nature, just doing whatever brings you peace. It could be even doing like actual hobbies, painting, gardening, playing out on the beach, laying out in the sun, whatever it is. This is something this week, towards the mid-end to the ending of this week, this is something that's really powerful, help nurture you and aid you in this week, and just taking the transformation, information, and knowledge for more ease. So let's see what is the next oracle card. Anna, grandmother of Jesus. You got a lot of divine feminine here, a lot of feminine cards. So what's happening with us collectively, like I mentioned earlier, is this divine feminine aspect is coming through powerfully. And this is connection to mother energy, Gaia energy, energy of the divine feminine, seeking deep within, looking at the knowledge within us, the wisdom within us, deep in introspection and understanding. So we're understanding ourselves deeper as a collective. And what grandmother of Jesus, Anna, says here is seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. So what's happening this week is divine. It's in the plan of a lot of us collectively, of us embracing the release of an old cycle and embracing an old, like a death, collective death of how we used to be, how we used to do things, how we used to do things out of fear and doubt, and embracing more fulfillment and happiness in our lives. So you may see a difference in, like, you just want to do things that please you, that make you happy, that make you feel at peace. But again, remember, you do have a role in bringing that in. You have to be open to receiving that. You have to be open to embracing that, and also making conscious effort to bring that in your reality more and more. Okay, so that's what I'm feeling with these messages. I'm sorry I'm itching my nose so much when I read. My nose itch. So many things happen when I read. My nose itch, I burp and everything. But I hope these messages helped you for this midweek to the ending. I hope it brings you some type of comfort in all the things that are happening. Again, take care of yourself. Take your water, vitamins. Make sure you're eating really good foods to nurture your body as well, because your body is an extension, a tool of your intuition, of your soul. So take care of your vessel as well. And just, yeah, do things that will nurture you in this big change, in this transformation and collective death. So then thank you so much for watching. Please comment down below if any of these messages resonate with you, and if you actually like this style of how I read weekly messages and stuff like that on the live, or like this where you see my face, let me know. Maybe I'll put some more videos like that. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.